Morning, Daryl. It's 5:15 in the morning, West Coast time. Excuse me. It's the 26th of February 2024. The griping and grumbling zombie of Roseman, California is here, my friend. Yeah, it's been that kind of a night, tossed and turned. I was going to respond a little bit later in the day, but sometimes. Oh, yeah, I'm not alive yet. I'm not awake yet. Interesting thing, maggots don't read. Actually, they do read. They just read propaganda. That's I think so, and they listen to it. Fox, OAN, Newsmax. And some of them are actually educated, dude. Some of them are actually college educated. Some of them are actually college students, and they still think Trump's the greatest. I never quite figured that crap out. Ever since the schmuck popped into political circus, why do people pay attention to this asshole? Because he plays to the audience. I learned his grifting con through his family, father and grandfather. So naturally, he's got to be a pain in the ass to everybody. Smiles at you, backstabs you. You don't play his game. These days, it's getting worse and worse. So that's what we're dealing with. Some of them are actually college educated, or theoretically, and they are playing both sides, or trying to play both sides of the GOP. If there is anything left of the GOP. So do I follow this guy? Nope. Do I understand what makes Trump tick? No. But they have been talking about it on certain channels. There's a couple of people that went on this morning on MSNBC on Morning Joe. They wrote a book. I don't remember what the damn book was in the first place. But they were talking about how people connected with Trump and not to the Democrats as much because Trump focuses their ire. These people are so pissed off and disconnected from the federal government, or feels like the government's disconnected from them. They need a place. They needed someone to go bleh on. So that's what they did. And Trump apparently understands this and is using and manipulating like crazy. In fact, he's still trying to manipulate the federal court system against each other. A couple of judges. One he wants to get rid of by using another judge after him. What I've understood about the federal government legal system here, they try to work with each other regarding scheduling. If one's got a conflicting trial because they need the defendant there, they have to work with the other scheduling clerks to see how they can juggle the schedules like crazy and have the judges work off of that. It's not like you can be in one particular courtroom and in the other courtroom is about to judge on your ass because you're not there. They don't want that. They want to make sure the defendant's there defending himself, not by proxy, but by there. And that means they have to schedule this crap. But it seems like the MAGA community still thinks that Trump's been set up. He can do no wrong. You know, in our lifetime, before we pass, we're still going to be seeing the after effects, if there is going to be major after effects of this damn thing, of how politics is going to be with each other, and how we're looking at things like that, and how those things are affecting us these days, How are we supposed to deal with it? How are we supposed to deal with our neighbors, and how the hell are we supposed to be dealing with other people that we keep coming across, whether or not if we're actually doing this right or not? And I don't get it. I don't understand some of the people's ire. I mean, middle class white people, I'm asked all the thing I keep hearing about, and it pisses me off on that one. What about the other people? Are blacks pissed off? Aren't Latinos pissed off? Aren't Asians pissed off? Aren't Europeans pissed off? Especially in the country? What the hell are they got to be pissed off about except certain economic situations happening over here and to blame the government all the damn time? Well, and I heard one particular reason used: capitalism. What was it a long time ago we wanted this blase capitalism situation happening where the government, where the markets are being run freely and we don't have any government rules and regulations. Yeah, well, here's the thing about markets. They're run wild without any checks or balances on the damn thing. Well, how many people get ruined? How many lives and how many companies, family savings, and everybody else gets ruined while everyone else gets rich? And then watch the whole damn thing collapse. Remember what happened in 1929? It wasn't just us. The world went into world went into depression. We weren't the only country that went through the depression, as I discovered. Several other countries, actually a lot of countries, are market based. You don't have the rules and regulations to keep it in check, all hell breaks loose. But the people want money, 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 money. We want everything. Well, they think capitalism was the world's greatest damn thing. Not really. Without checks and balances on the damn thing. Think of it as a runaway nuclear reactor. Without control rods and uh, without the heavy water. Without understanding physics all that much, energy produced is astronomical. And what you end up with is boom. Without nuclear rods in place, monitoring and keeping things in check, you're not going to get the power needed. You're just going to get the whole place blow up and radioactive. And nobody else will be living around that area. Boom. We had it. We've had bubble bursts on us without the rules and regulations. We had situations happening. And as I said before, people don't understand history. Don't care to either. They only want things happening in their own immediate lives over here, but they don't see the after effects. They don't see how we got into these situations in the first place. And I'm not talking about going to college. Yes, you are right in one thing. They don't want to go to books. They want somebody else to tell them. And then they'll start bitching or griping about the other people after they hear someone's slanted view about life. They'll go, it's therefore, my life sucks. So therefore, I gotta blame him. I gotta blame her. Who do I gotta blame next? They're not taking the blame. They're putting it back on me. What did I do? I just robbed them blind. That's all I did. I had no rules. I had no regulations. I gathered all their money. What do they want from me? I made them poor in dirt. What do they want from me? I got the money. I got the money. I got everything. I want it. Screw them. I screw you. Ah. It's no wonder people across the ponds, across the mighty lakes that we call oceans, that they don't like our ass. Good. Good. It's not exactly the capitalists. Everybody else allows the damn shit in the first place. Again, I blame voters. They don't get educated enough. They don't read. They don't care to. They'll listen to a propaganda box, and that's about it. And what the hell happens? What do we get? We have what we have right now. So until we get this changing in our lives, we're going to honestly hear Trump being belly aching to people. People will be listening and following him and think he's the world's greatest thing beyond white and wheat bread. No, he's the tribe. He must be salvaged. He understands us. He gets us. Here's my money. Take it. Oh, do something for me, please. Be the greatest. We must have the Trump. Please. He understands Christ. He's emulating Christ at this point. He's so into religion. Oh my God. He's the Son of God. He must be Son of God. Listen to all these damn people chanting for him. All these evangelists. Oh, he must be something special. Am I going over the top? Good. But this is what the gas bag's doing. He's manipulating people left and right. He thinks he's fucking innocent at this point over here, but he won't use the court of law to prove the damn shit. He'll just bullshit and maneuver his way, and people love him for it. You know what it reminds me of? Gladiator. Now you were talking about Indian film. I haven't seen any Indian films out here. I don't see that. I hadn't seen them. I've seen British films. I hadn't seen any German films. I hadn't seen any international films all that much. And right now on MSNBC, they're trying to compare their neuroses of Trump. He's going against everybody else. He thinks that everybody else is picking on him, so now he's going to be the biggest whiner baby around.
I think me. I'm a child, and I don't want that. I gotta maneuver people left and right. They gotta give me money right now for the lawyers. I gotta pay the lawyers off. I don't have that much money. And now I got this little thing over here, and I got that all, and they're getting me for me. I need my voters. I need my voters. I'm Donald Trump. They indicted me. They indicted me.
How's the impression? So while they're making their comparisons and they're talking about how Trump is being discriminated against, we got to live and deal with this shit all the damn time. Dude, think back in your memories. Did we ever see anything contentious like this back in the 1980? Yeah, between 1970 through current that we remembered. I know we're way too damn young for that. But we would have read something about it. We would have heard something about it. Even discussions from other political gas bags. And would they be able to tell us about what the hell we're going through? But we didn't see anything this contentious. We didn't even have the social media going on. We didn't have the major cable channels. We had the major news networks 2, 4, 7, and you had your independents. And on them, we heard both sides of the aisle. We heard both Republican and we also heard Democrat. We didn't hear this wokeism crap. We didn't hear about this. We may have heard about arguments coming out of Nixon saying that, or through his tapes. That's the thing. Came through his tapes. And he did many of them. Of telling people that he was, he had the authority to do what he has to do because he's the president. Yeah, it's 5:30 in the morning. I'm not even live awake yet. My mother's. There she is. What are you doing up? Looks like I gotta take her out. All right, we'll continue this conversation in another vid.